Hi, it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Elisha Zayas. I was your seventh, eighth grade student. Um, Born and raised in Brooklyn. Traveler, content creator.
You do good. You do
Aspiring
good.
content creator. Yeah.
I don't think it was seventh grade. Was it seventh? Was it 2 years that I had you or one?
Eighth grade. Eighth grade. Sorry, it was eighth grade.
Eighth grade. So you
It was
were probably
2007.
2007. So how old were you in 2007? You could do the
I
math.
think I was 12.
Wow. And how old are you now?
31.
Oh my
About to
God.
be 32. 31 about to be 32.
Oh my God. When I was your teacher,
Yeah.
I think I might have been 24 or 25 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That is wild that we let early 20s teach like practically teenagers. I mean, I felt like when I taught y'all, like we were peers.
You felt that way.
I felt that way.
Yeah, but I mean, as a student, everyone felt older. Like all the teachers felt older. Like
Really?
I know you were younger, but to us, you felt so much older. I think as I started to get older and I realized our age gap is not that large.
Yeah.
Then I started to realize, like, damn, she really was young.
I was young. I was a baby. In the middle of Fort Greene, pre-gentrification, because Fort Greene is a totally different place now.
I feel like it was in the process.
Maybe it was in the
was
process.
getting
There were a few sprinklings of new folks in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely was not what it is now.
It's completely different now.
Yeah, and did you live close to the school? Where were you?
I lived in, technically it's Clinton Hill, Lefferts Place. It was like a short 3-block street, but it was right off of like Grand and Classen, right off of like Fulton. I think Fulton and Classen was like the closest like cross section.
Oh,
honestly, it was like 3 blocks from where Biggie grew up.
Really?
Literally 3 blocks.
Right. I think you were in the thick of like the Franklin Avenue shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that place,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's like now. I don't ride it anymore, but then.
It's very different. Because I drove by my old block like maybe 2 years ago, and I was just like, the building that I grew up in is still there, but everything across the street, there's like all these condos. It's really nice.
Wow.
Different set of people.
And I know you were on the block with your grandma.
Yeah, my grandmother, my stepmom's grandmom too, or mom, was in that same building that my grandmother lived in, but she ended up moving somewhere else in Brooklyn. But
wow.
So everybody, my dad grew up on that block, stepmom grew up on that block, majority of my family grew up on that block.
Wow. So you looked very different.
Yeah.
And like I have pictures of you from that time. I have pictures from your college graduation. I have pictures from your high school graduation. And I look back at those and I'm like, who is that girl?
College graduation, what? It just passed the 10-year anniversary since I graduated.
Wow.
Temple.
Yeah, and I mean, you were wearing the whole like doobie joint, like full. I guess they call them silk press now, but it like then it was like you go get a doobie.
Yeah.
At the Dominican salon.
But yeah, completely different.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think I was wearing contacts at that point. I think I was wearing contacts in grade.
Like, what was going through your head at that time? Like, what was your mindset? What did you think about the world? What were you thinking about yourself? Like, who you would be, what you would be?
In 06, 07? I don't know. I think at that point, I was still heavy into wanting to play basketball. Mm-hmm. So that was,
I think, my God, was I a basketball coach for you?
I think so. Or you used to at least come to a lot of the practices.
I feel like I did. Okay.
With ball. So yeah. I think at that point I probably still wanted to be a basketball player, but I think as I got into high school that quickly changed. So I think in 2006, 2007, I wanted to be a basketball player, and that was the main focus. As far as like what was going on in that time, I have no clue.
Yeah.
No clue. In '06, yeah, I have no clue what's
That's
going
wild.
on in the
So
world.
when you in the world,
I have no clue.
what did you want to be? Like, I mean, there was basketball, but like you were talented in math. Like I had you
Mhm.
as an advanced student.
Mhm.
Were you in my math B course?
Mhm.
Which like really dates us because they don't even offer that. Don't nobody even know what
What do
that
they
is
call it?
anymore. I have no idea. It was
Oh,
basically a blend of like algebra and trigonometry,
yeah.
which was like, pretty heavy for eighth grade students.
Mhm.
But the school, I mean, the
Yeah.
school was the
I
best.
realized how advanced we were in eighth grade compared to like when I talked to some of my friends and what they were learning in eighth grade, like light years ahead.
Yeah,
They didn't learn any of that stuff until high school, like late
really.
high school. Yeah.
But I think that was what was magical
Yeah.
about that school, right?
Mhm.
Like it was all black,
Mhm.
like all black teachers, all black kids, and 100% black excellence. Everybody went to Brooklyn Tech,
I
Stuyvesant.
think every when I tell people that in especially middle school, my teachers were black, principal was black. Um, we read black books. Like it was
It was
very black. Like, and people are just like, that's crazy because like they'll have like black students or like their peers are black, but their teachers are always white.
yeah,
And I'm like, I had a very different experience growing up.
yeah.
Very different.
Do you have a memory, perhaps, about like you were in a class? That class was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, like the behavior problems were one thing, but
Mhm.
like it was really interesting to have students who were like so smart, but also like
Yeah.
so off the hook
Yeah.
behavior wise. Do you have any memories from that class that like really stand out?
Um, that stand out. Not really. Like behavior wise, it was pretty rough, but I think I see a lot of the people that I went to middle school with currently, and they're doing really well.
Really well.
Even the ones that had really bad like behavior issues. Like I didn't have any behavior issues, but like the ones who really had behavior issues like are doing really well for themselves. So I still like follow a lot of people from middle school on like social media,
Yeah.
really well for themselves.
I mean,
Like, it's great.
they're killing it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Um, are you so if you look back on
Mhm.
that conversation, do you feel like I mean you went to grad school one
Mhm.
or two times?
Once.
Once. Penn, right?
Mhm.
Um, when you look back, like, because you've done a lot of different things,
Mhm.
what are that? Like, you name them. I can't even remember at this point.
Education, that kind of just like landed in my lap. Real estate, I was in hospitality management for a little bit, property management for a little bit, and now currently, just I'm a program analyst right now for the government sector. Don't say that, but I'm a contractor, not like a federal government employee, so it's a little bit better right now.
Those are also different.
Yeah, very different.
Like, what do you attribute like those pivots to, those differences to, and like what is where do you want to land, or do you want to land?
I think a lot of it was not being happy in like the career I was in and trying to find something different, trying to make money. That was a big thing too. And just, I don't know, trying to explore my interests. I think like the education thing kind of fell in my lap. And I say that because, someone told me about Teach for America. I had no idea what it was. Just applied on a whim, got it. So I taught.
You
And
ain't like it
then
though.
I didn't like it. Like the students were fine. Like I think for me, I was like, I can do this because I like math, I like kids. That's how I
Yeah.
thought. But it's not that. Like if you
Mm.
like kids, it's not always that, especially because I went to a middle school. It's very different. In Philly. They had a very different upbringing than how I was brought up. You bring up like the behavioral issues that our class had. That was that times 10.
Oh.
Very different environment. But yeah, so eventually I was miserable in teaching. I did my 2 years that was required for Teach for America. Ended up leaving. And that's when I went into like real estate.
Okay.
Um, real estate agent. I quickly realized, and that's where I was like, all right, I like real estate. I like houses. Um, Philly was a booming market, still is.
Yeah.
So I was just like, let me try this out. Realized I didn't like talking or selling. So I was just like, this ain't gonna work. So I did leasing for a little bit, and that was a little bit better because it wasn't a big commitment for people.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you're gonna rent this apartment for a year or two, or versus somebody trying to find a house to live in for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
And then that was commission based, and it wasn't it wasn't working out. So I ended up actually going back to the schools.
Okay.
So yeah.
And so now you're doing like some cybersecurity data-ish type stuff.
Yeah.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah. So I right now I'm in school for a second bachelor's.
Okay.
Couldn't quite go to grad school for cybersecurity because I don't have the prereqs for it. So a second bachelor's, half of like the classes are you already transferred over from like my first bachelor's. So right now it's all like cybersecurity specific courses. I think the biggest thing for me in wanting to go into cybersecurity is I've always been really tech savvy, just in general, and I don't know why I didn't initially go to school for it.
Yeah.
Being that like in middle school we had computer science class.
Yeah.
They don't have that anymore.
Oh.
In middle school.
Really?
Like we had that in middle school.
Yeah, we did.
Like computer class, even in the high school I went to, like we had a computer science class. So I really enjoyed technology. I don't know why I didn't think of trying to go.
Have you ever
like,
thought that
STEM
maybe it was
field.
in your genes? Cause
I
don't know. Your dad, Verizon,
but
like no, it's not much different.
It's not, but he's not very like he can't figure a computer out. But he's good with his hands and like figuring stuff out. So like a lot of what I'm learning right now in like my current courses, he knows a lot of the terminology. He knows a lot, especially about like networking and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. He's knowledgeable about that. And we had this conversation, he's not computer savvy. Yeah. So he doesn't know how to work a computer, like work apps. Like he can do the basic things. But I think it's a little bit different. But yeah, I really like technology, and I just researched a bunch of things. Yeah. Ended up landing on cybersecurity.
So what's next? Like, what you gonna do?
So right now it's finish school. So the school I'm in right now, I'm able to get a lot of certifications, so CompTIA certifications, which are like accredited certifications that honestly, if I don't even finish the degree and I have those certifications, I could still get a job in cybersecurity. I think right now it's just trying to figure out what path I want to go down, because like cybersecurity is like a umbrella term. So I can go down governance, policy, technical right. Like I can do that. I can do the ethical hacking. I can do the penetration. It's a lot of stuff that I can do. So I think I'm just trying to figure out where I want to go right now, and just finish my classes, start looking to see what like jobs are requiring. Yeah. Especially because I'm transitioning from real estate education. Like I haven't been in the tech field, so I think it's going to be a little bit difficult trying to get into it. But I don't know. I think that's the next step.
So what values are grounding you as you think about what's next? You've learned a lot from each of these pivots. Mm-hmm. I think emotionally you've been through a lot. Mm-hmm. Psychologically you've been through a lot. Living in Philly alone is a lot, right? Like, as you've gone through these, like, what lessons are you taking forward into ultimately what you feel like you absolutely want to do?
I don't know. I think I want to build a foundation for myself. Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, I don't have like relationship or family I have to focus on. So I think right now it's just like going into this new career, and then just building a life for myself. Yeah. Like I think right now, like the biggest thing for me is being happy in my work. Even if you don't like, because I don't necessarily subscribe to the whole like it has to be a passion for you to like
Yeah.
want this career. Like, if I can tolerate it, it's a good job and it pays me well. That money and all of that, like the time free, like the freedom I can get from doing certain things, I think is gonna help me, go for my passions, which, it's a lot of things.
What are your passions? I don't know that I've ever heard this conversation.
Travel has always been a really
Travel,
big
of
thing
course.
for me.
Yeah.
That, and I think I want to, and I've dabbled in it, do like the content creation thing, and just post a lot more, creating videos, editing videos, which it comes a little easy for me because that's what I went to undergrad for.
Oh,
so I
okay,
did
yeah.
edit a lot in school at Temple. So that kind of came easy to me, being able to edit these videos. Yeah. But I think for me, I got a lot of discouragement from like the low view count, and I was just like, maybe not.
But your stuff is good.
But I think now what I'm learning in more ways than one, like consistency is key.
Oh.
So like, I've been heavy in the gym lately, content creation, like all of those things require consistency.
Yeah.
So I think right now the goal is to like not add more things onto my plate, but just be consistent in the things that I'm doing right now.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I think that's the theme for the year for 2025.
Yeah.
It's consistency.
I mean, watching you grow has been of course, one of my greatest delights, but also my nuclear family's greatest delights. Yeah. When you come over for Christmas, the kids are like, "Is Alicia coming?" And I'm like, "Yes, Alicia's coming." And we really enjoy spending time with you, and we've enjoyed watching you grow. Ebb and flow, up, down. And I think you've even built a very special relationship with Kevin. Like y'all have y'all own little, I don't know what that is, but y'all own little situation.
Little bourbon, little cigar situation, cars, sneakers,
Yeah. So in 10 years, like who is Alicia? What is she doing? How is she changing the world? Is she changing the world? Is she in Philly? Where is she?
In 10 years. So in 10 years, I'm what? 41? I don't know where I will be.
Chicago.
I don't see that. I don't see where I will be. I'll say that. But I think in 10 years, like within those 10 years, I want to travel a lot more, create more content, either around like travel or whatever work that I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm really big into like home stuff.
Yeah.
So like I'm always posting.
Wait, so first of all, like can we pause there? Your house is like a museum. Like I spent the night and like slept on the couch and I was afraid to touch stuff because like everything is like in its specific place and you can't like, it's like, wait, am I allowed to touch the soap? Do we use the soap? Do we use the paper towel? Yeah, what is that even?
I think that people ask me that all the time. I think because I always say I grew up in chaos. And not that like, my parents were dirty by any means, but they were like mini hoarders. So like they keep things.
Yeah.
And it could be a mug from 20 years ago and they don't want to let it go. It's one thing to like keep a photo or something like that, but like you don't have to keep most of this stuff. And like I'm talking shoes that you haven't seen these shoes or worn these shoes in 15 years, but you want to keep them because you might wear. Like I'm the complete opposite. So I think seeing that makes me like a lot more I say clean. Like that's really it. But I think it's like a little bit more than clean.
It's more than clean. It's not minimalism because you have stuff.
Yeah.
But it has an order to it that is
I
very
think for me
weird.
It's the one thing that I can control.
Oh.
Like you can't control you can't control what happens to you. But like I think keeping my space clean is the one thing I can control. It also helps like clear like my mind. Like if I got a lot going on in my mind, I can clean up, make sure everything is right, and that helps me like think.
Yeah.
I think those are the biggest two things. It's like I can control it. I can think.
Do you want kids?
Um, that's funny. No. No. I think I thought about it like for a long time. Like I was just like, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of talks in your ear, and it's just like, oh,
well, you like family structures, right? Like Desiree, there's us. Like you, like kind of join into all these little families.
Yes. I don't know. Kids are. I don't know. It's a big commitment, and like I see, like there are obviously like people who have kids and their life doesn't stop. They continue to do the things that they were doing before. But for me, I don't know. I won't say no 100%, but it wouldn't bother me if I don't.
Yeah. Do you think your dad would be disappointed if he didn't have grandkids?
Yeah, I mean, they brought that up. I think I told him that like maybe 2 years ago. And he was like, we want grandkids. And I was just like, well, I don't want kids. And they were appalled.
Oh.
Appalled. Oh. And I'm the only child, so they were appalled.
Wow.
And I'm my dad's only child. So like they were just like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
come again? But I don't know. I mean, that could change. If I was in a relationship, but I think right now, thinking like single Elisha, it wouldn't bother me either way if I do or don't. Like I don't think it's like I have to have a kid or I won't feel like complete. It won't bother me. Yeah. So and the kids are messy.
Kids are messy. And that would mess up your whole house situation, right?
Yeah. It would drive me crazy. Yeah.
When you look back on your younger self, because obviously you've evolved tremendously. Like you are a totally different person than you were growing up. Mm-hmm. I mean, I even have your prom pictures, which I might pull out to. I have your prom picture.
Send it to me. I was looking for it the other day.
And I was like, who is this kid? Completely different. I mean, a totally different human. Yeah. What would you tell her? Because she's completely different than you. She was like fitting like all of the common norms of whatever somebody was telling her what to do. Mm-hmm. And now I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. I saw your pictures from the wedding, and you had this beautiful eggplant color suit, and this got the
I'm glad you called it the right color.
It was eggplant, right? Yeah. And I was looking at the cufflinks, and I was like, oh my God, Kevin, that suit is wild. I need one. And I was like, sometimes she just reminds me of like a 55-year-old man. Like, what am I going to do with her?
People tell me that all the time. It's just like, you like an old person. Like, the music you listen to, how you are, like, you just, I think I'm just an old soul. Yeah. Like, even my dad said it. He was just like, because he didn't realize, like, the type of music I listen to on a regular basis. He was like, you listen to my music. And I was like, yeah. Completely different person. I would just say, I would tell, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say what I would tell myself when I was younger. I would have just said, like, be yourself, right? But I think then I battled a lot with, like, feelings and sexuality, and it wasn't talked about as much back then. Now, like, kids are a lot more open nowadays because it's a lot more accepted. So I think I could easily say, like, I would have told myself to be myself. Like, just be who you are. But it's hard to say that because it was a completely different time. Yeah. Like, 2006, 2007 is completely different now. Like, this generation is very different. But I think as I got older, I started to just come into my own.
Yeah. Do you think you have capacity personally or professionally to help open those doors for others? I mean, I know my brother in the 90s needed that too. Mm-hmm. Like he had a tragic event that let the family know, like, this, I am gay. Mm-hmm. And there are so many young folks just struggling with, like, how do I do this? How do I come out? How do I, like, who's gonna be mad? Who's not? I mean, it's not until you see a Tyler Perry film where, like, a guy, like, pulls his whole family together and says, right, I'm gay. And everybody was like, we thought you had something to say. Boy, we've been new. Like, how do you see yourself anywhere, like, trying to pay that forward?
I think I would prefer it be in a way where, like for my students, for example, I would see my former students, even as a dean, when I was a dean, like I saw students that you could tell were kind of struggling a little bit, and kind of latched on to me because I was out and comfortable. Like being an adult, it don't bother me anymore to just be like, I'm gay, right? Like that doesn't bother me. But to see a child, like even though it's a lot more accepted now,
it's painful.
I think that they kind of latched on to me, and just staying in conversation with them. I don't know if I would do it formally.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be against it. I would definitely be open to it, but I don't think it's something I would seek out.
Yeah.
Because I think even though like the LGBTQIA,
there's letters.
I think we're grouped together, but those letters are very different.
Totally.
So like I don't think I would be able to like help someone who is like trying to transition, or somebody who's trying to, like, as a boy trying to come out. It's like it's not the same.
Yeah.
So I think it would be difficult to do that for just the entire community. Yeah. That's why I always said like it would always be like just students.
Yeah.
That like I talk to would come to me, communicate with me. Even some to this day. Like I have a lot of students like to this day who I follow on social media, keep up with them. One just graduated from college. It was my first year student, like my first year teaching.
Isn't that cool?
It's crazy.
It's so cool.
But like I taught her when she was in 7th grade, and she just graduated from, I think, Georgia State University in Atlanta. So yeah, kind of
made me feel old.
Feeling, right? It made me feel old. But it's nice to see like them grow, and like especially the ones who like did something, and even if they didn't go to school, like it's nice to see like them living their lives, and their behavior is a lot better than it was in middle school.
And it's cool when they like remember things, right? Because you remember them one way, like they were these tiny people, and then all of a sudden, Kevin and I call you our bonus daughter. We're like, what is she doing? I haven't heard from her in months. Like, where is she?
Somebody asked me the other day, they was just like, how did we build our relationship? And I have no clue. Because it started in 8th grade, but I don't know like how it happened. I have no clue.
I honestly don't know either. I don't know. I mean, I remember very clearly like building a relationship with your father over time, and then I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I think at that age you very much need a mom or a female figure, and perhaps there was space for that, but I don't know. Yeah,
maybe. I do remember though. I think it might have been my 8th grade year. Like you and Kev took me to. It's when they used to do the motorcycle show at the Jacob Javits Center.
Did we take you to a motorcycle show?
Yeah, because y'all were really big into motorcycles.
We rode motorcycles. Yeah.
So yeah, I do remember that, but I don't know.
I don't know. And you've just kind of been a fixture in our house, like. My 40th birthday, like almost a lot of birthday parties you've been to mine, right? We should have had you sign some NDAs.
I got bad memories, so I don't need to. But yeah, I thought about it for a long time because somebody asked me like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I have no clue.
Yeah,
no clue.
Wow. Well, I'm excited to see you continue to grow. Continue to travel the world, continue to keep me posted, even though that restaurant you chose last week was whack.
I never been.
Yeah, well, we're never going back.
Never been. Never been. But
I mean, the drinks were good.
Philly is getting the Michelin guide now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just seen it yesterday. Because I was just like, Philly has really great restaurants. Like, I don't know about that one because I had never been, but like, Philly is known as like a really popular like restaurant city, and they do not have any Michelin stars. So like I just seen yesterday that they're bringing it to Philly.
Yeah,
the critics started like going to restaurants trying to get it. A lot of restaurants I think should get some.
Yeah, I mean I think gyms should be first. Yeah, even though they don't season their cheesesteak anymore.
I don't.
It was just like meat cooked. It was good. I mean, we ate it on the train, but Yeah.
Amen. Keep from that.
What are you listening to? Music.
I'll listen to 80s and 90s music like it just dropped. But as far as like newer people, like on the way here, like driving, I listen to a little bit of. I'm a podcaster. I listen to podcasts a lot, and it's not always like the most informative podcast.
Yeah.
Like sometimes
I like the
it's
ratchet
just,
ones
yeah,
too.
sometimes it's just
Yeah.
they just talking about stuff. But as far as like newer artists, like people I'm listening to like that are new, Cleo Soul for sure. I listen to that on the way,
like her a lot.
like walking here.
Gets puts me asleep a little bit, but it's good.
I like it. I like it because a lot of her music got me through some really tough times because her music is very like
deep.
Yeah, it's deep. She's constantly like speaking about like affirmations.
Yeah.
So I think that yeah, she has some upbeat ones too, but I think the biggest ones for me were the ones that like got me through some rough times. So I would say Cleo Soul for sure.
Cowboy Carter.
Yeah. Renaissance.
Renaissance. Renaissance.
Yeah, Renaissance was.
Yeah.
That's high up on
that was that girl.
album.
She's that girl
list. But 4 is number 1.
Yeah. Oh, 4 is my number 1.
4 is number 1. Yeah. Oh. 4 is number 1.
All right. Anything else you want to share?
No. I'm excited to see what the next 5-10 years is gonna look like. For sure.
I'm grateful for you.
I'm definitely grateful for you. Like, you got me. I don't even think you remember. Like it was one time I went to school. I went to my Euro trip after I graduated from Temple.
Mm-hmm.
I went broke. Me and all my friends, we just graduated college, and we decided to like go through Europe.
Yeah.
I had no money. And I remember I think I had texted you or something. And I was just like, I got no money. And you like sent me money. And I was like,
I don't even remember this.
But yeah.
Well, good. Well, at least I did something.
For sure. Definitely did a lot.
It has really honestly been one of my greatest blessings to watch you, and particularly your class, because y'all were my 3rd year teaching.
And you started teaching at 21.
I was 21.
Me too.
And you've been one of my greatest gifts. And I think teaching and the students that you serve are the gifts that just keep on giving.
Yeah.
Perpetually. And so it's beautiful to watch. And one day I'm going to be old and you have to come visit me in my assisted living home.
That's your assisted living home? Those retirement communities are
They're kind of nice. I'm saving my money now.
But they're nice.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. This was fun. I was a little nervous.
Yeah?
It's a lot of nervous.
Why?
I don't like talking on camera.
It's just me.
I don't like talking.
You don't even know the cameras are here.
I don't like hearing my voice back. So.
Yeah. I don't do playback.
Yeah.
It's
so I don't think I would listen.
It's just weird.
Because I hate hearing myself.
Yeah.
Because you don't sound how you sound to yourself. Like how I hear myself right now, that if I played my recording of myself.
Yeah. I get
sound very different.
We're done, boys.